Doctor! Even I'm dazzled by the liveliness of this spectacle. Hesitate no more. Come with me! Let us celebrate with the others!
Rhodes Island is a lot busier now than when I first arrived. We keep finding more and more trustworthy companions, and I think I'm not the only one drawing complaints anymore. I'm deeply moved, so I painstakingly edited up an audio reel of everyone being drunk at last year's party. I hope it gets some enthusiastic reactions.
I work as an undurable scientist, yet want to step onto the battlefield. But Rhodes Island has actually satisfied my headstrong requests. Whether in the lab or the field, I'm always asking myself, isn't there more I can do? I'm very greedy after all, when it comes to the pursuit of scientific value.
What a merry little get-together. This how you and Kal'tsit celebrate the status quo? Holding a dinner party in the safety of this place? You know who should really be seeing this? Definitely not the current you. Absolutely not the current me. And sure as hell not Kal'tsit, with that perfect memory of hers.
When Officer Hashiguma said I should come to Rhodes Island, I was ready to work my hands to the bone. Then I realized I may not get paid as much as I thought I would. But the work's also easier than I thought. So, I guess it balances out. I'll keep doing my best, boss.
I never had many plans for the future to begin with, and I never thought I'd come this far. Looking back, I made the right decision to come here with Monica. Who do I see the future now? Man, what a question. I got nothing.
Doctor, I know Rhodes Island has always been curious about Iberia. But no two Iberians can give the same recount, just as no two swordsmen will perform the same La Destreza. While the move may seem simple, one can only observe its form and not learn its essence.
This scene isn't suited to such a lively party. She would be overwhelmed. So, Lens will accompany her with a drink. Doctor, what would you like Lens to do? Lens's music library has been updated with 3 songs. Please press here to make a selection.
I used to skate to ditch class and get away from the adults. Then it was to lose the cops when I was out tagging. I said I did it in the name of freedom, but thinking back, I guess that was kinda selfish. We fight harder for other people's freedom than our own, don't you think? Like what we're doing here.
Doctor, I got a paper slip from the fortune box, and it says if I say 5 positive words to a plant every day, it will grow even bigger. Let me try it with this one. Tail, backpack, barbecue, sweet dreams, and caviar. Doctor, why are you laughing at me?
I used to be determined to beat anyone who looked down on me. It wasn't until I came to Rhodes Island that I found there were a lot more ways to prove myself. Say, finishing a mission, helping others. Yeah, I learned a lot of new things here.
I read in a book that today is a day to show my loyalty to my boss and prove my sincerity. Doctor, I'm struggling with the concept of loyalty. This is a heart-shaped badge I designed and built myself on the engineering lathe. Why is it heart-shaped? Doesn't that represent loyalty?
Professor, when you steer Rhodes Island, what do you weigh and consider? Enemies? Friends? What we need to do? What we mustn't do? There has to be a line that we cannot cross so that we don't lose ourselves. Am I right? I see.
I wish I could participate in more research projects. My instructor and teammates always take such good care of me. They're worried my illness could get worse if I push myself too hard, so they don't let me join them on the surveys. I must get better at Rhodes Island, so I can go back and focus on my research.
Getting infected didn't make my hunting any worse, but the company still fired me for catching erypathy. I'd say it's their loss, but to be honest, joining Rhodes Island was a stroke of luck for me. I only hope other infected out there can be just as happy.
For now, I still don't have a way to find my past self, but the process has also shaped who I am today. My days here at Rhodes Island are an important part of that. Doctor, we still have a lot of time together ahead of us. Keep your faith in my sword.
Even beside those who don't understand art, those who misrepresent art are the vilest! The despair, the drowning despair! To think that Penguin's music should find so many worshippers that it should earn #1? Who was the contractor for that showdown? I will convict! I have to train hard at Rhodes Island. First, I'm gonna get tougher than Kay. Then I'll beat Gavial until I finally outdo Vulcan. Then I can go back home and be a warrior as great as Papa. Doctor, are you gonna miss me when I'm gone?
I've met all sorts of fascinating little guys at Rhodes Island. The light in their eyes when they train is the same as I see in Maria's. I'm eager to see them transform into capable fighters. And until that day, I'll keep whipping them into shape. Oh, make no mistake. This is my duty, not a hobby.
Oh, Doctor, I got a lot of orders for props tonight. Did you notice? A whole lot of the decorations hanging around are my creations. Don't worry. I enjoy this festive atmosphere well enough. Would you like me to make you some too? Free of charge, and I'm sure you'll be pleased with the results.
What exactly should the golden Pegasus coat of arms symbolize? I'm not nearly as clear on that as my sister. I never got the chance to learn much from our ailing Jadek. But I still think people can recognize a sublime spirit and naturally look up to it, even outside Kazimierz.
There is no avoiding pain if we are to end the vicious cycle that is hatred. Nevertheless, I believe there will come a day when I can set down this blade. Doctor, until that day comes, I'll protect you at all costs. I only hope that it won't be you who gets hurt.
Walk a mile in someone else's shoes before extending a helping hand. Now I get why the infected I met before didn't want to accept help or even talk much. I've learned a lot at Rhodes Island. When I return to Columbia, all this will help me become a better police officer.
Please, allow me to sit out here on my own. It doesn't feel quite right being a part of this ship's commemoration day, given that I don't know when I might depart. That being said, I will always remember the sound of rain pattering on the deck. There's little else like it.
In the beginning, all I wanted was to survive. But before I knew it, I'd shouldered the responsibility for leading my people. I want to find myself and my people a home. Doctor, should I keep walking with Rhodes Island? Will I be able to?
Should I wear blue shoes or white shoes to the party tonight? Doctor, I don't remember what I've done this past year, but all the people I hurt were bad, right? If I haven't done anything wrong, I want to wear this new pair of white shoes.
I often have this sinking feeling that my own power is too little. But if I can change a company as big as Rhodes Island by myself, then there have to be more people like me across the land. As long as we all keep up our own strives, the future will be better, won't it?
Doctor, after listening to everyone's stories over dinner, I've been wondering... I feel like we're doing something epic, aren't we? So, would it be inappropriate some ways if I brought my parents to work at Rhodes Island?
You know, I've been here long enough to see all you Rhodes Islanders are real good people. And nothing gets me more heated than good people getting bullied. So if there's ever any bad guys you just can't handle, you drop me a line. A Kafka's always saving some secret sauce. What? No need? Fine, you're the boss, boss.
My pop's sickness eased up a little. I'm thankful. Really Truly I am. I gotta be honest, though. I know with my abilities, I don't deserve this contract. The most I can do is repay Rhodes Island for helping us however I can. I can start by protecting you, Doctor. That's experience I've got under my belt, as a bodyguard.
What a lively day. You could say that Aripathy is like a shackle on life itself, depriving people of their freedom and their futures. Yet even in the confined space of Rhodes Island, I still see hope in the eyes of many. This has given me no small revelation on my own future.
Rhodes Island parties are always a riot. But when are we gonna have a pet fair? We could decide once and for all whose pets are more capable. Or just crown the most popular. Pet fights? Doctor! That's way too brutal!
By all rights, children are meant to be the hope of our land. Yet Aripathy spells such early ends to their lives. Lives I can never even save. I can only hope to protect their fledgling dreams as best I can. That is my ideal, and why I must walk with Rhodes Island.
A good business partner is one thing, but a companion with whom you can uphold your faith is far more valuable. The weight of drawing one's bow for justice? I'm sure all people of Rhodes Island can understand it. Long may the bell sound that we continue to fight side by side, Doctor.
I've checked Rhodes Island's navigation log. You've been down some awfully treacherous routes. But why don't I see even a hint of fear in anybody? What talent do you have, as the one who guides the ship, to bring out such deep, unshakable trust? I'm curious.
Where are we making our next stop? Seems the truth of this world always extends far beyond the catastrophes we've learned from papers. Just as this dagger in my hand turns out to be more helpful than those words in the books. One day, after I've turned the last page of them, I'll be out there finding out the truth myself.
My master did tell me I was suited to martial arts, but she never taught of any place where you could use it. Only that we shouldn't let down the conscience. Ah, I'm just thinking. If I'd not come to Rhodes Island, I'd probably be in Lungmen running a gym, I suppose. But all money-making aside, I fear I'd never have used this fan again.
Head priest once said, "For that which must be done, act despite the impossibility." I used to think it was a simple statement. After all, there were no tasks that could not be done, only those that should and should not be done. But as my travels continued, I realized it was a profound truth, worthy of acting upon for my entire life.
I keep saying, don't bring me out for nothing. You want to celebrate together? Celebrate what? Me being trapped here this long? Ugh, get out, get out! Honestly. No, the decorations on the wall were me scrawling randomly, and I didn't draw them just because Closure asked me to. Once again, I don't take commissions.
They're all surrounding the doctor. That is to be expected, considering the doctor's popularity. Oh, the doctor is waving at me. Is there something behind me? Huh, the doctor is coming over. Oh, should I join in the festivities? All right.
Oripathy comes second. I've said that. If I'm not able to do what I like, that's not life, no matter how long it drags out. And you know, being here, Rhodes Island, I always get a crack at something interesting. I half like it working with you lot. So don't you ever go letting me down.
Having lived such an absurd life, I am but a husk of a man. Yet from this ship the Kal'tsit has placed great hope in, I caught a glimpse of light in this boundless, dull realm. Doctor, I look forward to the sights you will show me after we traverse the immeasurable hatred and battles ahead.
Never have I asked you what we fight for, yes? Stop. No need for an answer. Words are the least reliable of all. I only care that you've considered the question, and considered it well. Lead us forth on a just path, Doctor. And I assure you, my katana will be sharp enough to cut through all.
A species faces many threats in its survival. Under my assessment of dry land, I might equate Rhodes Island's intrinsic work to that of my hunters. Doctor, it is yours to gather the weight of your decisions.
Doctor, leave. There's nothing left in these ruins. Everything familiar has vanished. The memories still sting us. Doctor, do you hate what I say? But we've both lost our families. All of them. Would you become family with me, as I am now?
It is not for anyone to tell you what the significance Rhodes Island carries is. Neither should you be bound by your unreachable memories. Instead, the current you must find that answer yourself. There will come a day when you decide Rhodes Island's course. I trust that your decision will bear responsibility to the ideals that we discussed.
When my teacher sent me away, I couldn't see why. She had taught me everything she knew, yet she still said I wasn't ready. It only became clear after I came to Rhodes Island Anyone can guard the lighthouse, but to face all that follows once the light is lit requires great knowledge of this land.
Oh, it's all over the shop today, isn't it? Let me take some photos for you. 1, 2. Good. These merry moments are safe and sound now. If you ever want to relive the memories of today, just come and see me at the castle. As an infected, I get to live a stable life, and I can still read manga and play games outside of work. I never thought a fantasy like this could come true. Maybe there are more dreams that I can make real. Say, Doctor, let's take on the world together.
Rhodes Island is a partner that keeps its promises, but true partners need connections deeper than contracts. No, Beeswax has grown up, and her relationship with Rhodes Island is her own business. What we are discussing now is between you and me.
A boisterous celebration is always exciting, no matter the venue. Sing, rejoice. Let us engrave this moment's animated air into our mirth. And we ought to open our vision for tomorrow with some fine wine. What? I should limit my drinking even on such a day as this.